So now let's look at our website. I'm going to open it up on a bigger screen here, and let's just take a look at this at the full 100%. And we see that we've got essentially our design is in line with what we had originally envisioned. Maybe we can even add in some additional dummy text here within that second section. So this is always what type of content. So when you're planning out your website initially, make sure that when you've got sections, you've got enough content in each section. So it essentially will line up a lot better. And this will look a lot more presentable. So if you had what we were just looking at, where you just had a little bit of content, you might want to reconsider making this a 2-column. You might want to just keep it as 1. And then of course this can be really easily done by just updating these sections and removing out that second section. And taking this to be 100%. So there's a number of different tweaks that can be done to this template to utilize it and build it out the way that you want to present it. And essentially this is the default template that we were looking at building initially, where we've got our head area, header information. So of course you can add in company logo, some logo information. We might even want to have this centered, because right now it doesn't look as presentable if it's pulled over to the left. So we can really easily take care of that within the CSS. So let's go up to here, and then this is another question about where you want the styling to be applied. So if you want that styling to be applied only on the smaller screens, then you would apply the styling in the appropriate media screen area. And as we noticed throughout the lesson, we've built out a number of different breaking points here. So for the header, maybe I just want to have text align across all of them. So text align, center, and save that. And let's refresh that. So now our text is aligned center, and if we only want it to take place certain times, or if we want to have different views on different breakpoints, we can always add this to text align it over to the left, or we could remove out this text align here and add it into, maybe we want to align it once it's over 800 pixels. So here we've got our header element and text align center. So now it's only going to align whenever it's big, and whenever we shrink it down, maybe we want to pull it over to the left. So again, this is depending on what your personal preference is and how you want to design your website. Add in the proper styling, the styling properties as needed depending on the breakpoints. And I'm just going to readjust this and bring this down, because typically you're going to see the different breakpoints. So we've got the 1200, we've got the 800, so maybe we want to start with the top, the largest one first. So this is depending on how you want to design and how you want to lay out your content. Usually you'll see the largest ones first, and then 800, and then 520. But again, it depends on how you're designing and your style that you want it to use. So one other thing that I want to quickly add in, and I want to add in how we can add some default fonts into our website. So usually these fonts are fairly boring that we're looking at right now, and we want to really spice this up. And there's Google provides us a really quick and easy way to update fonts. So if you go to fonts.google, then you're presented with 808 different font families that you can access via the web. So all it is now, maybe just taking a quick look through and picking one that you want. So I want to take this one here, this Indie Flower. I can update it, I can grab it here, so one font family selected, and they've recently just changed this. So there's a number of different ways to import it. We can import it as a style sheet, and then we could use it within the CSS. But usually I like to import it directly into the CSS file because we are going to be using the CSS file across different web pages. So we want to import it directly into the CSS, and then this gives us the ability to grab that and utilize that within our CSS. So we're just going to do the full font family for everything to be this font, and we can see right away it takes effect and presents our website in a different fashion. So now all we need to do is update and create additional web pages. So we can do that really easily. We can do a save as, and we can create our about page, and we can create our contact page, So now that we've finished our website, and then these were just placeholders. So one thing I did forget to do here is I forgot to update these links. So I should have done that beforehand. Contact.html. But now I'm going to have to open up each and every one, and I'm going to have to grab those, or I can simply resave these over. So maybe just do that. So now we're going to have all of our web page. So just going to replace that and save over that so that we've got the new changes. Now when I refresh it, so now we can navigate to all the different pages, and this goes to where whenever we're applying those style sheets, we do want to make them that we can attach to that one style sheet from all the different web pages, because this makes updating our website really easy. So something like those Google fonts, if we want to add those in, if we add them in each different page, then we'd have to link to that style sheet, and it makes it a little bit more difficult to update the page styling or the website styling as a whole, as opposed to just the page styling. So there's just some quick design tips, and essentially we're completed with our lesson and our course, and you're free to take a look at the source code of this, try it out, see what you can create with it, update your own version and create your own website around the source code and the lessons that we've gone through within this course. Thanks again for watching, and feel free to keep me posted on the different websites that you can create out of this template.